everybody, it's Steve. We are talking about the pirate island of Bao Bay, and in this video I'd like to introduce you to at least the principal attraction on the pirate island of Bao Bay, and that's called Gong Zhu's transformation. It's pretty dense, it's pretty big. I'm only really going to cover the beginning in this video because that's the beauty of working on a virtual theme park. There are no constraints budget-wise. You could do whatever you want. With a virtual theme park, you can build an entire island with giant stone steps and giant mountain carvings and an ancient temple and pirate ships that you can explore down to the last detail. And you can apply that same kind of thinking to the attractions as well. And it's very much on display here as we begin to talk about Gong Zhu's transformation, the primary attraction here on the pirate island of Bao Bay. You ready for this ride? Okay, well, it begins where we are ushered into a darkened hallway. The doors close behind us and we realize it's really dark, almost unsettlingly dark. We really can't see around us. Finally, our eyes begin to adjust and we can make out that we are in a room, the dimensions of the room, we can kind of see the corners. We notice that on the walls there are mirrors, but what's going on with those mirrors? Those don't seem like regular mirrors. In fact, they are expanding and contracting, and the principal mirror on the main wall actually expands to cover the entire wall. And now we start hearing sounds. There's wind and wisp. There's sort of some music and some rhythmic drumming. We're hearing some animal sounds and some scampers around us. As a matter of fact, it seems to be scampering from mirror to mirror. We see one of the Gossamers, who we haven't really met yet, so we don't know who it is, but I'll tell you now, it's Hooly Fox. Hooly Fox is just kind of jumping around and at one point playfully jumps into the glowing eyes of a skull that we see in another mirror. And there's a flash of light, and that skull reveals itself to be Na Red Panda, another one of our Gossamers that we're going to meet in just a while. And suddenly it's dark again, but in the background we start hearing the humming of a beautiful song from a beautiful woman's voice. And there we see a shadowy figure in the main mirror. It starts to come closer and closer until we finally realize, oh, that's our heroine. That is the pirate queen, Gong Zhu. But she doesn't look quite like we know her. We know her in her pirate outfit, and she's wearing sort of a flowing dress. She doesn't really look like herself. Maybe that bothers her too, because she strokes her necklace, which begins to glow, and sends an eerie light out into our entire hallway area. And then suddenly, magically, Gong Zhu steps out of the mirror, and it's standing right in front of us, so close we almost feel that we have to back up. Now it is time for Gong Zhu's transformation. Gong Zhu extends her arms from side to side, and then from all of the mirrors around the four walls of the room, costume elements fly out and onto Gong Zhu's body. So anything that you can think of, blouses, belts, hats, necklaces, scarves, boots, pants, all kinds of things fly onto Gong Zhu. The thing is, most of them aren't her outfit. They're completely wrong. So we're seeing her get dressed in entirely wrong ways. It's very humorous and very comical and very fun. However, when one of her correct costume pieces flies onto her, it stays. So eventually, Gong Zhu becomes the pirate queen as we know her, and there she stands dressed entirely as herself, with one exception. Where's my hat? She looks up, and in the last mirror, we see the hat. He says, oh, gotta go. And he flies onto her head and lands on her head. And now Gong Zhu is herself. She presents herself to us in song. There's a beautiful song that plays. And in this scene, Gong Zhu sings her verse of the song, which is a verse of introduction. And we've now met Gong Zhu. But before we know it, we are whisked out of this black hallway and into an entirely new environment. What is this place? It's the first realm of the Gossamers, and we'll describe that to you in just a moment.